he suddenly...
This dude looks crazy. He just looks like a crazy person.
Disappeared, causing his family to panic and once again become the center of attention. His family posted on Twitter that they had lost contact with him after he missed his flight to Atlanta.
I mean, if he's a streamer, he's always posting on Twitter and streaming, so you can't really lose that much contact with him.
He then went live after his family had been...
What? Okay, here's Andrew Tate. We got a bunch of red pill people. What is that? Aiden Ross. I don't know who that is. Sneeko, it looks like. Aiden Ross again. So this is just like obviously done really quickly.
Searching for him all day, tearfully saying that this would probably be the last day we'd see him. This was interpreted as a sign that he might need to return to the mental hospital.
What my
So he's been there before. Okay, now it's interesting.
spidey senses are telling me is this is probably the last day you're gonna see me. It's only a matter of time until they get my location, and once they get my location, there's not really much you can do. And I can deadass cry saying that. So I'm gonna ask y'all, because nobody knows my location right now, nobody has the Addy, fuck y'all. I'm gonna ask y'all, can I hang out with y'all tonight as Yusuf, just me, and not have to be the character I've been on the internet for so many years?
But you're saying that while you're in character, while you have a weird mask on. Like, how's the mask hiding your location? I don't trust this guy at all. I think it's an act. Or I think he has I think he does have issues, but he's like enhancing it on purpose for the act, if that makes any sense.
And just give me that one night. Whatever, I'll leave. The internet wants me gone anyways, always. I'll leave, but just give me one night as myself. I'll literally be chill. I'll just talk.
Earlier this month, he was streaming with Aiden Ross and...
So this is him. Okay, so he streams with the people who he says are part of the Illuminati. So wouldn't that mean you're part of the Illuminati? Also, what the hell? Why is there napkins in your crotch? What's going on here?
Sneeko behaving completely out of control.
You were
closer to 9 than 8.
You were 18 when he was like an 8-year-old.
I was 18 when you were 10. Dog, I need to act as such. Respect your elders, y'all!
Yeah. So, to go on to what you were asking me, do I,
What was the question?
Okay.
He even insulted Aiden Ross, saying that...
Aiden Ross. His name's Aiden.
The doctor who scammed him looks like a short, fat version of Auden Ross.
He had a short, fat version of you.
Great.
Throughout the session, it was obvious that both Aiden Ross and Sneeko were visibly uncomfortable with Fousey's behavior. They exchanged uneasy glances and often attempted to steer the conversation in a different direction, but Fousey's unpredictable actions and remarks made it difficult for...
I just think he's being socially awkward right now. Am I crazy that I don't think he's that nuts yet? He's just being socially awkward?
...them to keep things under control.
Also, this body language of clinging on to something random, that is a defensive body language sign. And turning away.
But what he did next came as a shock to many people. He unexpectedly fired part of his team, leaving everyone stunned. His decision seemed abrupt and out of nowhere, and it raised questions.
Hey Joey, I'm sorry this is abrupt. Good morning, by the way. Once they get here, you're gonna be sent home, so you can, like, when she finds out, you can ask her.
His voice went out from being crazy? Is that what happened?
Thank you for your time, but I don't need you here anymore.
He also told his manager to enjoy their new job at Chuck E. Cheese and to take good pictures.
But don't talk shit on Chuck E. Cheese. That's a good-ass job. I'd be happy to be that mouse.
With Mickey.
You or Ray.
It's not Mickey, it's Charles E. Cheese.
Yeah, this isn't Chuck E. Cheese. It's G7. Have fun at your Chuck E. Cheese job, though. Take good pictures of Mickey.
Okay, so he's also being an asshole. So I always believe, like, no matter how crazy you are, if you're an asshole, you're still responsible for that. Like, it's not my responsibility to make you take your own meds, bro.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna sleep. Have a good night. You guys can all leave. Mia's just doing her job.
After that, he was seen literally throwing his manager out of his house.
Okay.
No, Adam Brown, you get the fuck out of my house. What?
Nice ass house.
Will try to come in my face and I paid for with a job that was gonna change your life.
Why is he acting tough like this? I don't understand what his problem is.
Yeah, because you ain't worth shit.
But this is where things got messier. While he was throwing him out, he kept insulting him. The situation took a much darker turn when he attempted to...
Okay, so he pushed one guy. One hand's kind of up, but he's not going to attack his former boss because he probably still needs to get paid.
Fight his manager.
Pushes the other guy.
After he talked back
Right hook right on the face.
to him in response to his
Gets pushed by this guy, and that right hook was very soft, by the way.
insults. When he was eventually stopped, he continued to hurl curse words at his employees, refusing to back down from his aggressive behavior.
Go work at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, okay. Okay.
His manager, after he
Yeah, his feet aren't
talked
even...
back to him in response
feet
to
weren't
his
even
insults.
planted right.
When he was eventually stopped, he continued to hurl curse words at his employees, refusing to back down from his aggressive behavior.
Go work at Chuck E. Cheese. Come here.
That's funny because I remember he posted a video crying that the guy said that, but he failed to mention what he said the 1 second beforehand. Pretty convenient. He literally did. He literally did say it to your face.
He even went so far as to insult Keemstar, stating that if it weren't for him, he would be a broke white boy. He called Keemstar a
Well, what's wrong with the white part? If it weren't for him, he'd be white. So is Keemstar not white? And you're the reason he's white? And why do you have a lock for a necklace? What is that? Is that perfume you're wearing as a necklace? I don't like this guy at all.
buffoon who is ugly as hell and has no talent.
You're white in Buffalo, New York, with ugly as shit, no talent, no nothing.
Keemstar responded to this provocation
Whoever is gaslighting Fousey telling him he's cooking needs to stop. The only thing cooked is his brain. That ain't wrong.
by saying that whoever
It
is
ain't wrong.
gaslighting Fousey into thinking he's cooking needs to stop. He emphasized that the only thing that is truly cooked is Fousey's brain. And that's not the worst of it. In a stream with his therapist online, Fousey could be seen attempting to have a conversation with her.
Can I just say this guy's giving bald people a bad rep? That's why I wear a hat. I wear a hat so that people don't think I'm him.
The therapist was trying to discuss Fousey's problematic behavior, but Fousey seemed more interested in expressing his own thoughts and feelings. He focused on how he believed everyone was spitting on him and turning against him, dismissing the therapist's
Well, gee, I wonder why everybody's turning against you, bro. It's actually a mystery. Can anybody help me figure that out?
guidance in favor of voicing his grievances.
Managing your time, you're not managing your principles. That's the worst of it. You're right.
You know, the worst of it is, even after they, as they did, the way they're talking to me
Well, that's a reaction of how you treat them.
is treating me like I'm a guy on the street that they
What would it matter if you were on the street? Is this guy low IQ? Everything he's saying is kind of annoying.
spit on.
His therapist tried to talk sense into him, mentioning that Fousey had called her and sounded like he wanted to come clean about everything. However, it became clear that all he really wanted to do was talk about himself, completely disregarding the therapist's attempts to guide the conversation toward his issues.
You called me. I get you want to complain about others. I only want to talk about you.
Thank you.
You're important.
Can I speak?
You're important.
He then proceeded to say that if he wasn't allowed to talk about himself, he couldn't talk about the people around him. He expressed that the people surrounding him were not the right people for
Well, even if everything is their fault, and that's a fucking stretch, even if everything was their fault, you're in charge of how you react. Dummy.
him, suggesting that they did not understand or support him in the way he needed.
If I'm allowed to speak about me, then I'm allowed to talk about the things around me. The people around me aren't the right people for me. Simple.
Whose fault is that? Who hired them? Who hired those people around you? Man, isn't it a shame that someone keeps hiring these people that aren't right for him? We need to find that guy.
Throughout the live stream where he was talking to his therapist, he was constantly seen lashing out at her and refused to listen to any of her words.
You don't disrespect him. I don't speak with anybody disrespectfully.
You're not the king.
Did he just say, I don't speak to anybody disrespectfully, when all that we saw for the last 7 minutes was him disrespecting literally everybody?
You're not a king.
I'm a human. I'm a human. I'm a human. I'm a human.
Can we just agree for a second that when your own therapist is like, you're not a king, you fucked up? When your own therapist is not on your side, You probably need to reevaluate every part of your life, bro, because every part of this guy's life is, everything seems like it's his fault. Maybe he does have mental health problems, but that ain't no excuse to be a dick, you know?
This is where things get interesting. Following the stream in which he got into a fight with his manager, Fousey ended up getting banned from Kick. Now, the darker side
Gee, why wouldn't they want him as a poster boy for their platform? I don't get that.
of his mentality kicked in again. Whenever he finds himself in a scandal, he tends to return by apologizing and crying about it. Shortly after he was banned from Kick, he went online, crying and expressing that he was under so much stress. This familiar pattern of behavior has become a hallmark of his response to controversy.
I could see that.
Look, I'm gonna try my best not to cry. I've been under so much stress.
Is anybody surprised that the person who attacks literally everybody in his life is under stress? I wonder what could be causing that stress.
Because I promised Eddie and Akil I wouldn't crash out like last year.
According to him, he can't even remember the last 24 hours. After calming down, he now realizes the extent of the disaster he's caused.
And I don't even remember the last 48 hours now that I'm out of it.
Luckily it's streamed.
And now that I calmed down, I'm realizing all the destruction that I caused. And this happens to me all the time.
So that's crazy. One sentence of the destruction that I caused, actually taking accountability. Holy shit, who knew Fousey could do that? The very next sentence, this happens to me. Cut that part out. It's not happening to you. You're the one doing the thing. Dummy.
I'm not even gonna sit here and say sorry.
He also said that now that his adrenaline has worn off and he's come back to reality, he feels terrible about what he's done. However, he promised that he is much better now, expressing a commitment to improving his behavior moving forward.
Now that my adrenaline dumped and I'm back to Yusuf, and I open Twitter and I see what Fousey did, I'm like,
We're the same person.
so much better now though. I feel free. I feel so.
I hate this guy. He's, out of everyone I made a video about, this guy's by far the dumbest and the worst. Fousey crashes out live on his therapist. Let's check out more of that conversation.
Well, what did you create? What was your creating?
Nope, not today. They did thing after thing after thing wrong that activated me, but the worst part about it is all their mistakes, Susie.
Hold on. Even if that was true, they did something that activated me. Why don't you have the power to not be activated? We'll figure that out. Why aren't you in control of yourself? Because if you're just going to complain about everything you do, you're not doing it right, dog.
Every mistake they made, you know what the worst part about it is?
That you aren't managing your emotions, you're not managing your health, you're not managing your time, you're not managing your principles. That's the worst of it, you're right.
You know, the worst of it is, even after they as they did, the way they're talking to me is treating me like I'm a guy on the street that they spit on.
That's funny, because his employee is literally right there, too, and he's acting like an idiot.
No, you've got to stop this, Yusuf, and you know that I will always tell you the truth.
I will speak my truth as well.
It's not about them. If you want me to give you a diagnosis right now, I will.
I don't want one.
It won't be pretty.
I don't want one.
Then listen to me. Listen to me. I'm not going to help you hurt yourself. And
This is a legit therapist.
you are.
No, I'm not.
You are hurting
No, I'm
yourself.
not. No, I'm not.
This isn't about them. This isn't about them.
Sure,
They're
it's not.
human. They're going to make mistakes.
It's always about me, of course. It always is just about me.
Of course.
It's your life. It has to be. Am I in La La Land? Am I not understanding?
Of course it is. And you're the only one that gets to change you. You're the only one that gets to manage you.
Correct.
And your health.
You know what that also
No one
means?
may just
You know what that also means?
No one may just... Okay, I can't talk if you're going to talk. We're either going to talk together or not. Like, it's up to you. You called me. I get you want to complain about others.
That is all he's trying to do. He's calling his therapist to complain. He's trying to use his therapist to feel better instead of using his therapist to improve the situation. That's always the sign of a weak man. A weak person wants to feel better. A strong person wants to fix the damn situation. Because it's not about the feelings. The feelings being hurt isn't the problem. It's why the feelings are hurt. The things that are broke that made that happen in the first place. It's not about the damn feelings.
I only want to talk about you.
Okay.
Because you're important.
Can I speak?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say he's important. I mean, I don't think he's acting like an important person. He's just firing people and blaming them for everything he does.
You're important. Go ahead. About you, yes.
Okay.
You can speak about you.
If I'm allowed to speak about me, then I'm allowed to talk about the things around me. The people around me aren't the right people for me.
Who hired them? It's so easy.
Simple.
No. This is exactly what you've done every single time. You have not been able to actually remember.
Susie, I just got told to get out of the shower so one of my teammates can go to sleep and shower because I was having fun dancing in the shower. And when I went to do it, I got met with the bitchiest attitude I've ever seen in my life.
Okay. So if you're being manic and your employee gets mad at you, I mean, has anyone never not yelled at a manager before? Has anybody worked a normal job? Managers get yelled at all the time by employees. Managers get told what to do by employees all the time. That's actually kind of normal because you're managing manpower as manager, but you're also responsible for that. If you're living together, it's not that they're working for you 24/7. You know, if it's off hours, then you're just a roommate at this point too, and you're just being an asshole roommate too. It's like kind of basic respect, bro.
But of course, Fousey's not allowed to.
It looks like it's 4 a.m. here, and if he's dancing and singing in the shower when they're trying to sleep, that's kind of messed up. Of course, they're going to have a bad attitude when he's angry later, when they're not recording right, when they didn't get sleep.
Complain about shit, spit on him all you want. It's his problem.
Fousey should have been in bed by now. You should have been in bed hours ago.
Regardless if the creative state.
So his therapist is up at a stupid hour just to talk to him. That's crazy. He has one person on his side, and that's his therapist. And the one person actually on his side, he's talking shit to.
Get up all night or not, you don't disrespect him. I don't speak with anybody disrespectfully.
And again, he speaks with literally everybody disrespectfully. So he's literally lying.
You're not the king. You're not a king.
I'm a human. I'm a human. I'm a human. I'm a human.
Yes. And you know what humans say? I'll be right out of the shower. Thank you, because I know you need your sleep too. That's what a nice human does.
Okay.
A nice human says, okay, I'm sorry I'm taking so long in the shower. You're right.
You know what else a nice human does? A nice human subscribes to my YouTube channel. Just saying.
Right. We have to share that.
Yeah, and they get to come to that shower and side eye roll me and slam the door in my face, of course. But it's okay. G7 principles. G7 principles. They do. They do. They do. Clearly they do.
Not the main problem. People are going to have attitudes. They're going to make mistakes. So
Right.
are you.
Susie.
What you get to do is not react to every slight. Every slight.
You are fully in charge of your reactions to things. Period. It doesn't matter what happens. You're in charge of your reaction. If you can't handle reactions, then I'm sorry, you need to bubble wrap yourself because you can't live in a society with human beings. Clearly, this guy can't live in a society with human beings. I'm not going to feel sad that he has mental problems at all. That doesn't give him a pass for any of this. 0%. I don't have to be around someone who's an asshole because, he is on some kind of pills for his brain. Well, then don't go around people if you're going to hurt them too. I don't care.
You don't get to blame anybody for how you behave. Because you are in charge of how you behave. I get attitude every day. I get all kinds of things happening in the grocery store, on the freeway.
True.
And you know what? I don't react to it.
You're not paying those people. I'm not paying people to come disrespect me, Susie.
Oh, are you paying for respect? Is that what you're saying?
What?
Yes, that is what he's doing. He's paying for yes men that allow him to yell at them because it makes him feel better, and it's more about his feelings than anything else. And once he realizes people only watch him for the crash out content, then he's in a vicious cycle already. I mean, he lost a kick deal worth at least $1 million. I don't know exactly how much it was worth, You're going to lose out on millions of dollars because you can't not punch someone. Do you know how easy it is to not punch someone? Not punching somebody is easier than punching somebody.
Well, no, I'm not. But when you get paid, you come with respect. Yes, 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 yes. You come with respect when you get paid. 100%.
The pay doesn't matter. What's wrong with his brain, man?
If I had a boss,
I'm a little different. I give respect to people even when I don't pay them.
Thank you.
I do too. You're making it seem like I don't do shit. I'm not accepting this, Susie. I'm not taking it. Sorry.
Listen, I didn't say.
No, you're walking all over me this call. I'm not taking
Wait a
it.
minute.
No, the hell she's not.
I'm
not
Let's
taking
talk about
it.
you. Let's not talk about the shower. Let's talk about you. Did you smoke a cigarette? Did you smoke weed?
Oh no, I did. Oh no. Oh no.
That's funny. She asks him a question so that she can figure something out, and he's defensive about his answer. He's just so on the defense. There's a wall he built up. He's not. Why even talk to someone like that? They're too unintelligent to actually have a conversation. 0 point to even talk to that person.
Oh.
Whatever you say, he's just going to defend it no matter what.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, why would you put your arms up like that? Figure out where she's going. He's already rejecting whatever she's saying before she even gets to the point.
I did.
Okay, you did. All right. You said you wouldn't, and you did.
Oh no.
You have a gravelly voice, and you're smoking cigarettes, you're smoking weed.
Yeah, because I'm a
You're
rapper
not doing
filming.
what you
I'm a
said.
rapper recording his debut album. God forbid.
Does anybody think that he's going to be a good rapper?
So wait. You have a bunch of people watching your behavior, and you say one thing about health, you have kidney stones and all of that, and then you don't follow your own direction. You don't follow your own direction.
It's not about
You've
that.
done wonderful things tonight. Wait, you did wonderful things tonight. I sent you a great text, and I still stand by it. Right now, you are so exhausted, you're on adrenaline
And I'm getting cussed out by my employees to get out the shower.
Well, again, last time he made a crying video saying, "Why'd my employee call me this?" The sentence he said right before that, he used a slur against him, and he conveniently leaves that out. So it's like his own actions don't matter. So he can do whatever he wants, but his employees can't retaliate at all. But if his employees do anything, they're on the wrong. It's really crazy to have this mentality. It's literally like anyone who's 7 years old should have been past this.
Look, you have issues with Mia because you're hurt.
He clearly
You
is.
have issues with Mia because you're hurt. I think it's time that we put her in a hotel. Maybe that's what needs to
It's
happen.
not even that. No, she's disrespectful on the job, Susie. You're not here with us, so respectfully, you can't tell me how she acted.
But she never told you how she acted. Who are you arguing against? You're putting words in her mouth and then arguing against the words you put in there. Is this whole conversation just to make you feel better again?
You cannot raise your voice at me when I tell you to do something that you didn't do. So if you want to send her to a hotel, feel free.
I would love to hear the actual argument because I guarantee he's in the wrong about it.
I actually saw something. So I saw you go up to her. She was holding a book of some sort. And you asked her a question. She answered and walked away. And you stood there as if she had pooped on you. You gave a look of like, why didn't you give me more?
No, I forgot what she did in that moment. But Susie, I sat in the car. I sat in the car and watched them talking, laughing, vaping as I haven't eaten. You can't tell me what happened.
So he was hangry. Oh, you poor man. Poor man was hangry. He was probably on his period too.
You can't gaslight me on a life that I lived. You can't.
So this is the problem. He shouldn't even have the word gaslight in his vocabulary because he's only going to use it wrong every single time. He's only going to use it for his own narcissism. Nobody uses the word gaslight more than narcissists.
Well, I can when I see it.
But you didn't
But I
see
saw-
every
listen,
second.
I-
You didn't see every second. Just like a book. You can't read 7 pages of a book and tell me what happened in 300.
Do you think being crisis-oriented is going to help you? Then keep doing this. Keep being disappointed. Keep yelling at them. It's not going to work.
Cool.
When you are...
Is that the look now to wear super short shorts? I've been seeing this sometimes. Is that like a West Coast thing? Because I would never.
When I hire better employees, it'll work. When I hire better employees, it'll work. When I hire better employees, it'll work. I'll have...
You said it 3 times, but why don't you hire better employees? Bro, all you gotta do is hire better employees that would subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's all you gotta do.
One good day where I don't have to do
You're
shit.
going to go through the whole world then. You're going to go through the whole world. Because everybody's going to fail you. Everybody's going to
Susie,
be
you
disappointed.
defend these people like they're fucking the best players in the world.
She never defended one person. I'm sorry I'm interjecting a lot, but she never defended one person. She calling out your attitude is not defending anyone else in the room. Period. Very stupid people they don't know how logic works. They can't step out of their own point of view. So it's very hard to have a conversation with them about anything other than them.
Fuck that. Susie, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm going to sleep. I'm
I'm
sorry.
actually the one that said, hang on, don't, you called me, don't hang up. I'm actually the one that said they're human. They're going to make mistakes. I didn't defend them.
Cool. Of course. On a job. Yeah, on a job, a mistake really is. Let's all talk in a circle while you...
And to step back, he does have the right to fire them. Especially if you get hired from, like, for working for a kick influencer who already got banned a couple times or whatever. You already know, like, what kind of job you have. You're not a guaranteed worker. You're not working for the government. So you kind of already know that you're working for an asshole and it's not going to be the best job.
Yusuf hasn't eaten and vape and talk. Susie, when the stream goes down, let Yusuf walk out and see us laughing and flirting with each other, okay?
Why can't they, like, the stream went down. Why did it go down?
Because the internet went out and their job is to watch the stream and tell me it goes down. 3 minutes went by, they didn't say shit.
Are they in charge of the internet? Can they make it happen?
No, but they're in charge. They're in charge of watching the stream to tell me when it goes down.
Okay, so they did make a mistake. Now I wonder if they didn't have proper training. Because from everything that I heard, he's always like, your job is to protect me from myself, and saying bullshit like that. But I've never seen him, ever watching him, I've never seen him give actual clear directives before, or actual training. He's just like, hey, you guys know what to do, not actually telling them. So I wonder if he's not training them correctly, and I wonder if that's part of the issue. They don't actually know what he wants them to do. And also, would you want to go up to this guy and tell him the stream's down? Because he'd probably blame me for that. He'd be like, what'd you do? Nothing's my fault. What'd you do? You're not doing your job right.
I think you're incapable. I don't think you're capable right now of doing 24/7.
All right,
That's
all
my
right.
opinion.
That's cool.
Going on the record.
That's cool.
You can't manage.
That's cool. I'm gonna go, Susie. I'm gonna go.
All right. Go ahead.
Love you.
It's up to you.
Love you.
She's
Fuck
mad.
that. Fuck
She's
that.
mad.
My whole career. Don't gaslight me.
She didn't gaslight you, bro. Sorry. Just because you like that word and you think it's a big word and you're happy when you say it, that doesn't mean that it's accurate. Fousey's one of the most annoying people that I've ever seen in my life. It ain't even close. Okay, bye.